back at one and getting it done.
Hi. Hello, welcome to the William Street Swap Shop. It's a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. I'm joined by my new special co-host on Wednesday afternoons. I'm going to let her introduce the show.
Welcome to Wonderful Wednesdays. I'm officially on Wednesdays.
Well, not every Wednesday. Last Wednesday, Matt did the show.
If the show's at night, Matt will be here.
Sometimes,
if it's
though,
during
if
the
we have...
day. So I'm not an official Wednesday host.
Sorry, I realize you say what you need to say, and I'll say what I'll say after that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Alice. I'll be quiet.
I thought I was the lead host.
You are. I'm sorry.
So on some Wednesdays I'll be here. Some Wednesdays I won't be here. It just depends on if they can find no one else. If I'm perfectly honest and accept my place in this swap shop world, and I have. So welcome to Wonderful Wednesdays, though. I'm Alice, if you don't know, if this is your first time viewing in. I'm here with Zach White, sometimes goes by Zach Beige as his internet persona. It's ironic because beige is more boring than white, if that was possible. But he went with Zach Beige anyway. So here we are.
What would you have recommended I go with instead?
Zach Black.
But there's already a Jack Black. It'd be too close. The people would think I'm making comedy films.
Well,
are
you trying to make comedy?
I'm trying to be a serious artist, Alice. On Zach Beige on Instagram.
Okay, I didn't know.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Alice is the lead host. She does a better job than I ever could explaining what the show is. It's a wonderful Wednesday. On Wednesdays, Matt, my normal co-host, he can't make it, so we work on the show. We fill the time. We're here with you from used to be 1:48 p.m., but now it's 1 to 2 p.m. So we're here with each other for 60. Well, probably about 57 more minutes, so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast. As you can see behind Alice, there's a paint
easel.
A palette. No, that's not a palette. It's a paint easel behind Alice. We're going to do some painting. We have a
canvas.
special guest joining Alice and myself, who just started working here at Adult Swim at William Street. He's already done some work on some of our videos for Swap Shop. We're joined by Anna Thomas.
Hello, Anna.
Hi, Anna.
Hi.
Are you enjoying being here?
I'm ready. I'm a intern first, but an artist second. So this is really great for me.
Awesome. Do you have any ideas of what you would like to paint?
No, I was hoping you guys could tell me something.
Okay. I was thinking we're all going to go into it all together. Before we get into the painting, though, we'll have some discussion, some conversation, and then we'll be like, okay, it's time to paint. And then behind us, we'll walk back there. It'll be different. We usually paint at the table, but I noticed, I'm glad this is set up behind us because I sometimes will get distracted and I won't be able to look at what we're doing. I'm not the host, though. Alice is. So, Alice, what would you like to talk about?
What's on this piece of paper? That's probably what I would like to talk about.
All right. Well, first things first, Alice. You asked me earlier this week.
Yes.
I'm trying to remove myself and just be a guest on Wednesday.
Okay.
This is your show, but you asked me earlier this week if I would help you do an illegal activity.
It's not completely illegal.
Well, maybe it's not illegal.
It's just some innocent street art. We live here in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's a great city. I love it, but it often falls short in the eyes of New York and Los Angeles. So I try to do what I can to add a little color and variety to the streets of Atlanta. So I've had 2 other street art projects. Both I've decided have been successful due to the fact that strangers Instagrammed them, which is
How so?
Because I searched #Beltline and I found strangers who had Instagrammed my street art.
Okay, so for those that are not aware, the Beltline is a walking path in Atlanta. There's a lot of great street art on it. People put up really cool art, and Alice has done some art.
Yes.
And what art projects did you do?
One was I made a stencil that said, "Sorry, this has already been Instagrammed," and I went and I chalk spray painted it in front of some popular Atlanta photo ops on the Beltline, kind of saying like, "Sorry, can't Insta here," because it already has been.
Do you think you deterred anybody who saw that? They're like, "Oh, well, I can't do this now."
Possibly. Okay. I don't know. There might be some real big rule followers out there that were easily deterred.
What's the next?
And then the
street art?
other one was my cat mug poster. I have a mug that has a cat on it, and so I made a poster that says missing cat mug, like it was a missing cat poster, but it was missing cat mug poster.
Did that get Instagram?
And that got Instagram. So once again, success.
Have you had any art that has not been Instagram?
No.
Okay, so you're 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
So you want to do a 3 for 3, hopefully, with this
Yes.
new project. She asked me to help hang up, wheat paste it. She said at around 11 p.m. because she doesn't want to get in, because the cops come. She wants someone who looks a little respectable like me. Let me show you. No worries, we're not doing anything wrong. Just we're just doing some street art. I would be not wearing my glasses at night because I don't need them at nighttime. So I'd look a little bit more of a nice, relaxed person.
Do you get perfect vision 20/20 at night?
I'm like an owl.
Wow. Do owls get that at night? They're just up at night.
Yeah, they're watching. I see owls can see
okay.
from way up above. They're in my neighborhood. Anna, what about you? Have you done any street art?
I did a wheat pasting project in college one time because we had to do wheat paste, and I didn't really realize how strong it was, so I kind of just like did a crappy project and hung it right there in the middle of town, and I was like, oh, it'll wash away. It was up there for like probably a year, and every day I walked to class, I had to see it staring back at me.
What was it, if you don't mind?
It was like this girl, and she had like, I don't know, she's just like weird looking girl,
Okay.
I guess.
So you see it. When I heard of wheat pasting, I thought immediately it's the thing they use is the rollers, right? I've never done it. I've never seen.
Yeah, what are your
Hey,
wheat paste tips? 'Cause
wheat paste-
I've never made any.
It's just flour and water, and you just stick it up there, and it will get on your nails, your clothes.
So there's probably an outfit you should wear before just going up.
But when you wash your clothes, if you have it on like a hot washer, you're baking your clothes into bread a little bit.
Oh.
Alice,
I
if
would
I
warn you against that.
Okay,
Pretzel-y.
noted.
if my clothes get turned into bread, Alice, I
Well,
would be dead.
just wear your cheapest clothes, which any of them will wear.
It's great to have you here, Alice, as the new lead host of the William Street Swap Shop on Wonderful Wednesdays.
Yes.
I'd love for you to fill in Monday through Friday.
Are you not liking this anymore,
I love
Zach?
it. No, I love it.
Okay,
I love
'cause
doing the swap shop, but I love
you have
having your
some
presence. You have a
faithful
good.
fans.
I love being with them and talking with them. You're open to ask any questions this afternoon. 413-961-4263. Alice, what's our email address?
wonderfulwednesday.swapshop.yahoo
We don't have a
at
separate Gmail for
gmail.com.
Wednesdays. We have williams.swap@gmail.com. It's a great email. As you can see, I got my computer open over here. I'm going to move it a little further over so you don't see what I'm looking at. It's the stream. I'm looking at your chat comments. Onion Booty says, I think owls have good eyes. IDK, actually, good question. I think they do. I see them watch cats. We have a lot of stray cats.
No, I think they have good eyes. I just don't think they get better at night.
Oh.
That was my point. Yeah, owls definitely, I think,
Well, they
have good
sleep
eyes.
in the
I
daytime.
feel like there's some owls that probably need glasses or contacts.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
There are probably a
They
lot
just
of
don't
animals.
have that
Do you ever
yet.
think that a lot of animals probably need glasses because their eyes are just like ours?
But they're also just crappy. Like dogs just have crappier eyes, and they just have to rely on other senses. And also
Like their hearing and their smell. Because
what was that Netflix superhero guy who was blind?
Daredevil?
Yeah, Daredevil. He wouldn't have been as great as he was if he hadn't been blind.
What if there's
So
a superhero who
sometimes-
couldn't hear or smell anything and he only could
Then
see,
he-
but his
his-
vision was so strong he was like an owl? There's probably a superhero that already exists like that.
There probably is, but you should help develop it.
Okay.
If not.
Well, before we lose track, I don't
Mhm.
want to sidetrack. I get to talking and chit chatting a lot.
It's okay. We've got 50 more minutes. So.
No, trust me, it's fine. We have a lot. We still have to
Okay.
paint. We still have a lot. Our phone numbers are open though. You're more than welcome to call in. But before we do that, we have a video, Alice, I put together. I thought when I heard you say street art, I was thinking, you know what would be funny to do a really funny street art if you have extra wheat paste is to do feet art. And we'll let this video let you know what it means. We all love feet at the swap shop. People ask to see my
What's
toes.
up? This is Banksy. It's feet art. It's what everybody wants to see. It's the next evolution of street art. I love everybody doing it. They're doing a great job. You gotta get out and see some feet art. I love feet.
What did you think, Alice?
I think that I got the joke about 5 seconds in, and then it went about 25 more seconds. But yeah, no, I like it. If we have some leftover wheat paste, we can get out on the streets of Atlanta, add some feet.
What do you think, Anna? You
guys
helped make some of the feet.
Oh, some of them were better than others. I saw a couple.
No, I saw 2 feet that were better probably than the rest.
Probably better.
I think
than
Anna
the
made them. I recruited Anna to help.
Do you guys prefer the term feet art or graffiti?
Ooh.
Oh, graffiti.
That's a good one. I like graffiti.
Maybe I know we have some polls on here. Maybe we can
Okay,
make
yeah,
that
we're going to have a poll coming up
Yeah.
soon. For those that are watching, if they're a little shy to call in, we'd love your participation because Alice has a date coming up. And we're going to have a poll, a couple questions. What do you think, Alice? What should they eat on the date? What should we wear? What should Alice wear? I won't be in the date, obviously. We're going to have someone hold the iPad as a surrogate. Who should be the surrogate? Should Zach? I think we're going to ask, what was that one?
I also, should you do my makeup? I think was a question,
Okay.
so I can look extra beautiful for Trent on Valentine's Day.
What if someone else wears makeup too?
Do you
another
wanna
male?
wear
Would it make you
makeup?
feel more comfortable if we're all wearing makeup?
If
Should-
you want to wear makeup, you can
Okay.
wear makeup. with
Should I
me.
be the waiter or should Matt be the waiter?
Yeah, these are all polls that we're asking you all.
And every
so-
now and then we'll come in on the date and we'll whisper, "Hey, you're doing a great job, Trent," into the iPad.
just to give him some.
I don't want to give away all. We have a lot of
Yeah,
other
it's
things.
true.
I don't want to give away, but we'll have some polls. We'll ask these questions later on. We have a few other things to get to. Give us a call, 413-961-4263. Let us know what you want to talk about. Let Alice know what you want to talk about. I'm here just having fun, hanging out with everybody. I love you all. I really do. I reply to all the emails I see. I really love interacting with everybody.
He has very little else going on. So
I have a lot
he,
going on, Alice. I
really
stay here
looks
till
forward.
8 or 9 p.m. at nighttime.
I know, because you need something to do. But
No,
I'll stop.
I'm busy.
I'll
I'm
stop.
working hard on things.
That's true.
Someone just said graffiti. They capitalized the F-E-E-T. They said mind blown.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like graffiti.
And then someone said Alice plus Trent forever. Use coupons on a date.
No, I don't go on second dates with coupon boys.
Really?
So no.
Has anyone ever tried to do
No.
that on a date with you?
No.
No one's ever said like, "Oh, this is buy one get one free. You should try it."
No, I mean, actually, no.
What
but-
if you get the coupon on the first date
And then use it on the
and
second
then
date?
use it
Yeah.
on the second date?
I mean, I'm not going to hate it, but then also I feel like on the second date, you should go to a different place.
Right. Well, it's a great way to come back. Like, hey,
That's
we should
true.
come back to this spot and grab
That's
that.
true. It's a good, subtle way of asking for a second date
Right,
without
exactly.
asking for a second
So
date.
I'd like to hang out again, and we have this coupon. Are you? Will
That's
you?
true.
Do you think? What are the possibilities that you think on your new upcoming date that you'll go on a second date? Is it too early to tell?
It's too early to
Okay.
tell. Do we know where Trent lives?
I think he lives in
'cause-
Michigan or
See,
Pennsylvania.
right there, this is not gonna.
It could be
bode
digital.
well.
People
Digital-
long term
just
work
long
long term. Yeah.
That's true. There's Snapchat. We could talk every day.
GChat. You could any platform, any device you'd like to talk on, you can chat. So before we move on to painting, what's your street art project? Are you allowed to say it? Your third street art?
Well, this one, I mean, this kind of came out of nowhere, but I'm taking a letterpress class on Sunday nights, and so we just, our first class, we were making posters, so I just made one that says, "This is a ransom note, I have demands." So I just want to put that on the belt line.
That's
It's
creative.
not- yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, so
I
that's,
like that.
well, good. Well, now, I'm glad you do, since you're now part of it.
Yep.
So if anyone wants to see us on the Beltline, just go there every night, 11 p.m., sometime in the next week.
Next to the rhino statue on the Beltline.
Rhino Friday statue.
Where I've met on a date. I tried to meet on a date. I put a dating flyer up once that meet me by the rhino statue.
You've done your own local street art.
That was, I don't even call that street art. That was
Let me
just
see. Have you all shown the Swap Shop family that poster?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
you did.
I
Okay.
think it's been seen.
Well, I'll bring it up on my phone.
Okay. Well, it's up to you. If I get in trouble though, can you imagine someone walking up, a police officer saying, "What are you doing putting up a ransom note?" If they see you putting up a ransom note, they're like, "Oh, she's not hasn't kidnapped anybody." But me, I look a little bit squirrely. They might think this guy's a kidnapper. Look, he dresses in
You
all black.
do.
I promise I've never kidnapped anyone, and I will never kidnap anybody. It's not worth it.
But if it was worth it, would you?
No.
Okay.
I would never kidnap anybody. I'd only kidnap you if you wanted to come hang out. I'd be, come over to my house. And come on, and I keep inviting them until they finally are like, I'm kidnapped. I don't want to leave. It'd be like Stockholm syndrome.
Okay, I'm still looking for it.
I had an idea for the 12 hole today when we do the 12 hole, the last 12 minutes. Does anyone have ideas for the 12 hole? Anna or Alice? The last 12 minutes of the show?
What else do you usually do on 12 hole?
We play games. We invite people to call in and pick golf holes, like putt-putt golf, which hole to get a prize in. But I was thinking today we could take a vow of silence and we just stare at each other for 12 minutes.
Well, I don't know why you asked us for ideas.
Well, that was my only. That was my only idea, and then now I realize, like, no, that's not good television. People in the chat will drop like flies.
Do you remember when you put this poster up?
Yeah, this was probably
It was around
October,
Oh,
November,
was
I
October?
think. Yeah, it was cold. It was starting to get cold. I was desperate. I put up a dating ad on the Beltline at 10th Street in Monroe.
How many responses did you get?
I got 3 or 4 responses, and all the numbers were taken from the flyer. The best one was
good.
a gentleman invited me to come watch the new 50 Shades Darker trailer with him, and I said now that's a fun promo because that's coming out this Friday. If you don't know what to do this Friday night.
Very hot.
Okay.
I just saw a commercial for it last night.
I can't find it. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Well, now you got Alice as a host when you say like I want to do something.
Next time we'll talk about
Look,
Zach's
Alice has
street
2
arts.
phones.
I do. One's for work, one's for personal.
There's a song. I got
Thanks.
2 phones, one for the club and one for
The pub.
Publix. Because Alice is a
I
general
get
manager at the Publix.
When I did work at Publix in high school, I was a cashier. I hated it because you're stuck behind a thing. I don't want to be stuck behind anything.
Right.
In any job I do.
Did you have to bag a lot of groceries while you're?
No, because the bagger did that.
Well, I was a
So
bagger
that's
at a
true.
grocery store, and sometimes we only had like 3 baggers for 10 registers,
Right.
so we had to go.
So yeah, sometimes you did.
Yeah.
But I didn't love it. But Publix is a great company, and if you work there, you get good benefits, and they have great subs. People in Florida love them. They love those subs.
Do you think they're
I'm
proud?
from Florida, and I don't love them as much as other people from Florida love them. But is anyone on?
No, right now
no one's-
CPOOP says Alice is a drug dealer.
That's not true. I've only done one drug deal in my life, and that was for a weed lollipop.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, I think it was a caramel weed to be exact. Then the girl stopped making them, and so.
So you do drugs at Publix?
No, this has nothing to do with Publix. Just in my life.
I'm sorry, I was reading them talking about. I thought I believed you were a drug
I'm very open with my drug use.
Okay.
Because I don't do it a lot because I don't get it because I fall asleep.
Wow.
So.
You heard it here first. This is the first time a host. Hey, I don't do any drugs or any illicit material, but Alice is the one who's discussed.
I've done it. I've
She
experimented.
said she's trying to just show off.
Yeah.
Real quick, I wanted to address. I talked about this tattoo yesterday. And I said Ariana Grande had the same tattoo because we were romantically involved. I was mistaken. It was Demi Lovato. Look up Demi Lovato on the internet, and you'll find the same tattoo. And then ask me, what? How the heck did he do that? Did he get it because he's a fan of her, or did they get it because they used to be an item? I'll let you decide.
It's kind of concerning that you respect women so little that you can confuse them so easily.
Alice, I respect.
Do you?
I do.
Because you can't remember a girlfriend you had, and you're confusing it with another celebrity.
Well, I'm teasing about maybe it being my girlfriend. Ariana Grande, I thought it was her because she's cooler than Demi Lovato. There, I said it.
I don't agree with that.
I don't think that's true.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Demi seems well. She's very an activist for women
Okay.
loving themselves and their bodies,
Fair enough.
which clearly you didn't get while you.
While I was in that relationship?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Alice.
Maybe you're part of the problem that she did have some body issues when she was younger.
No, I would never. You saw me when I was getting spray tanned. I have no issues.
So
with
I know
people's
you don't have
bodies.
issues with your bodies.
No, with
but
anyone's bodies.
Okay.
Matt, I was like, look, show off your bod, Matt. In fact, real quick, I wanted to show which Anna made. I hope I don't mean to make you blush or be shy, but
Oh, no,
we have an
I'm already
ambulance.
there.
We have another spray tan commercial that we didn't get a chance to show on Friday, and I'd like to show it today. And whenever it's queued up, we're gonna cut to it. And speaking of body, look at this bod in this commercial of my body.
Is that?
And then this is the tag. See?
Why are your nipples so red?
Alice, I respect that question, and I'll answer. I don't know. I mean, it's just the way I was born.
Okay.
Is your shirt, does it chafe you? Is it
Yeah,
a little
sometimes.
pocket?
Sometimes, yeah. When I go running, sometimes my shirt, I'm like, it hurts.
Sensitive nips.
Yeah, but let's move on.
Okay.
We don't want to talk about my body. We want to talk about the body of the show today, and the body of the
Okay.
show is we're going to be painting.
Yeah.
Have we decided what we wanted to paint yet?
I mean, what have we talked about? We could paint some
We could
feet
paint
art.
feet art if
we
you'd
could
like.
paint some red nipples.
Right. Real
Some
quick,
brash nipples.
feet have been a big subject of the swap shop, and that's not only when we thought of that idea to make feet art. Future Sam has called in a couple times and asked to see my toes. And something else happened with feet not too long. Oh, Joey, one of our coworkers he was going out on the town on one night and he got my phone and thought it'd be funny to download Tinder and make a profile and talk to women. And he said it would be fun when we matched to put your feet in a cabinet for an art project, not take photos of it. And then since then, that's become kind of a running joke that put your feet in a cabinet would be a nice art project. So feet have been a running thing on Swap Shop. So we could do feet, but I'm open to anything. We're open to other people.
I think I'm going to discourage the feet obsession on this show.
Okay, yeah, you should
Yeah.
shut
You're
it down
lead
right
host.
now.
Yeah,
Shut it
before
down.
it goes
let's
too
not-
far.
You're lead host.
We're
Veto
not going
it.
to do that.
That was just a sound bite.
Yeah.
See, she was saying nibble, nibble, bite.
Oh, bite. I
Yeah.
thought it said fight.
No violence. It's all about positivity on the Swap Shop.
What was the last thing you painted, Anna?
Oh, probably. I think the last time I painted a Botticelli picture. I painted Venus.
What's the opposite of a Venus? Let's paint that.
Ugly dude.
An ugly dude?
An ugly
okay,
dude.
perfect. Zach?
Are you saying me to paint, or are you saying me?
I'll let you.
You look, my face is turning red. Alice, you're embarrassing me. I'm
Sorry.
embarrassed.
Okay.
Shoot.
Well, yeah, then we'll do an ugly man.
Well, we can
not
all take
Zach,
turns painting. We have an
because-
easel behind. I guess when we do it, we'll still be in the conversation. We can ask each other questions.
Okay.
Anna's, we've barely talked with Anna. She's a talented painter. I've watched Anna paint at Orpheus.
Don't put that on me.
Don't
Lower the
Are you okay
expectations.
to add?
Yeah.
I saw Anna paint. Vaughn was there painting. You remember Vaughn from the Varn? Everyone was painting. I was there with Eddie.
Von der Rosa.
Von der Rosa.
Well, I'll let Anna or you start. I feel like maybe since you're an actual painter, that may be a good foundation.
Well, let's look at the chat and see what people are saying in the
What are they
chat. Some people
saying?
said foot boy.
Well, yeah.
Someone just said foot in a cupboard. They want to see these feet in the
No,
cupboards.
it's not.
But before actually we get too far into the feet, I have another thing I want to look at. Desmond, one of our viewers who watched the show, who did a drawing of a rooster. Whenever we get a chance to pull that up, he wants to swap it, and I said I would swap for it, and he said, what do you got? And I emailed him today, watch the show, I might swap some art with you. So I think we could make a painting and swap the painting
Okay.
with him. So whenever we get a chance to see that art, we can pull up and you'll see how great this
We could also
rooster-
do our own rooster.
We could draw our own rooster. It is the year of the rooster.
It
That's why he
is.
drew it. So we could draw. We could
Ah.
swap a rooster for his rooster.
Ooh.
There's the a little
I like it.
original email. Here's a little something for you guys before I start my 7-day money collection marathon. I don't know what that means. Matt and Zach riding a giant rooster, ushering in this year's zodiac animal.
Aw. It's a good one.
And it's a beautiful drawing. I imagine it's about an 8 by 10.
I'd say 8.5 by 11.
We already made a joke on this when Matt was riding the rooster, that he was kind of taking charge. And that's kind of real how it is in the show. Matt's kind of the guy who takes
Yeah.
charge, and I'm the one who kind of sits back.
That's why on Wednesdays, you
You're the
really
new host.
flounder. Yeah.
I'm really just barely treading water every Wednesday. It's like a swimming exercise. Alice, do you like to swim?
I do. I'm
Okay.
from Florida. I love some water.
Okay. Real quick,
What is that?
take a look. Watch the magic that we work on the swap shop. Look right behind Alice and Anna, and you're gonna see the art easel. What happened to it? It got closer. How did that happen? Everybody in chat knows. Draw Davis, they're saying. We have
Okay.
Davis. We've seen Davis before. I don't know. Is
I
Davis
know-
worth?
I feel like Davis is going to be hard because it's all the same fur color.
Right. All this debating about
I
what to
know.
draw, it's gonna end up.
I know. That's
We're gonna
why
run out
we
of
either
time.
need to do ugly man or rooster. What's it going to be?
Do an ugly man.
Okay.
Draw me. 'Cause you said
no,
that.
was a joke. You're very handsome, Zach. Look at that face. Those
We could draw.
dimples.
We could send. I could do a self-portrait.
Wait, you did what?
I can do a
So
self-portrait.
that means that only you're drawing, painting?
We'll take turns. We'll do
Well, then it's
10
not a
minutes each. We have
self-portrait.
30 minutes. Oh, there's my original dating
Oh
flyer.
yeah, there we go.
So my name is Zach, and I'm a dad to a cute dog and a crazy cat. I have a cool job, and I also enjoy swimming. See, I just mentioned I like to swim. If your apartment has a swimming pool, let's go for a dive. I have a gap in my front teeth, but I have a good sense of humor, and most people describe me as nice. If you'd like to swipe right on this flyer, that was just a joke because that's what you do in dating apps. Give me a call or meet me by the Rhino statue in the Beltline Friday night. Hashtag Rhino Friday.
That's
And
how
look, all of the numbers were taken off of the flyer.
they were.
And I only got 3 or 4 calls. I don't know whatever happened to the other 8 numbers.
Should we bring up what someone wrote on it?
No, I don't think
No.
we have that photo. I have it personally. I was looking at it
No,
the other day,
I
actually.
almost took it down because when I saw it, I didn't
thought it
want
hurt my
Yeah, I
feelings?
didn't want you to see it.
Right.
But then I didn't take it down, so I don't know what that really means about me.
I think, but then you just said 10 minutes ago that I was an ugly guy.
No, but then I just said 5 minutes ago that you were handsome.
Yeah, but flip flop. All right,
All
Alice,
right.
we're here. We're all friends together. It's
I
meant to be
know.
positive. There's a lot
No,
going on in the
sorry.
world, a lot of troubles, a lot of hardships, and it's really difficult sometimes to just have a day and be positive and smile. But I think that's what the swap shop is here for, is to give people bright smiles and energy, and not to be mean to anyone or anything. Is this right, what we're doing right now?
Don't put them so close together. Because
Well, I wanted to mix those. If we're
Okay.
drawing a rooster, I want to draw its beat, the giblet that hangs below it. Hey, look, this is art right here. What we're doing.
yeah.
I know a lot of people say, "Oh, everyone's so, they always want to be nice to each other." Yeah, we do. What's wrong with being nice? Being positive.
Just like me. Very
Yeah, we're all
and
nice together and
positive.
happy. It's important to be nice.
All right. Anna, you start off.
Okay.
So feel free to use
So
any of
we're-
those brushes. I broke one, so it's missing one of the heads, but everything else is
These
there.
are
Here's a cup of
beautiful.
water you can dip it in,
Okay.
not to drink.
I thought that was for me.
I was tempted. I'm kind of thirsty.
I am
getting a little
too.
thirsty.
Parched.
What did we decide we're painting?
I think a rooster, since you put the paint so close together for its giblet.
Oh, Jazz Ambassador says I think of the James Blunt song when I think of you, Zach. What does that mean? What song?
You are beautiful.
Oh, you are beautiful.
Yes.
I thought
Smile at
Christina.
you on the subway.
Oh, I thought
You were with
Christina
another
Aguilera
man.
said
Wait,
that.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, you're right. What is his? Where?
Christina
Can't
Aguilera
bring
saying
me
you are
down.
beautiful.
Rooster?
What-
Was that?
Yeah, let's do a
okay.
rooster.
Is that what you want to do?
I can
You
do
you
it.
decide, Anna.
Good,
You're
I
the
can do a
artist. You say,
rooster.
but let's do a rooster. But I can't. This is your painting, so you can
Okay.
either swap for it or keep it or throw it away.
You're beautiful was James Blunt.
Oh.
And then he slowly took his clothes off on the mountain top and then jumped
That was
down
the
into
music
the
video?
water. Yes.
Oh,
Beautiful.
interesting that you watched. You would watch the
Did you see
music
that?
video.
Why
Yeah,
wouldn't
that
I
looks
watch
great.
the music video?
I've painted a lot on here. I enjoy actually watching. If you don't mind, Anna, painting. Because it's going to be a lot better than what I already know right now. Like, oh yeah, that's better than... She already has the paint style down better, because normally I would just take a big glob of paint and smear it all in like I'm painting a house.
Sometime we should do a sippin', what are those called? Sippin' brush?
I used to
Where-
work at one of those.
I know, I hate them. But
Uh,
it'd be funny maybe on the show where we paint some pottery and drink some wine.
You want...
Notice how I just want to drink wine or champagne on here, and it still hasn't happened.
We should go to one of those as a field trip, like a remote swap shop. We go and,
Yeah.
and visit it and talk
Paint
with
a
the painter.
bowl.
Yeah,
Maybe Wonderful Wednesday should just be a field trip show.
that would be a good Vice show if they like went and painted a bowl, but then they're like, and then we're gonna smoke a bowl. That's what they would joke about
I
afterwards.
thought you didn't do drugs.
I don't do drugs. I'm saying Vice would.
And
do
I
it.
don't either because I told you.
I
About
just
my
know
drug
I've heard people.
habits.
They're like, "Hey Zach, you want to smoke a bowl?" And I was like, "What is that?" Like, I was like, "My bowl's in the dishwasher. Why would I want to?"
What do you think this is? Is Anna drawing?
TK Shogun in
The-
chat says,
the-
"I'm working on a cover of a new children's book titled Alice's Patient."
Patient?
Yeah, we have some children's books. I think if Dennis could pull them up on the graphics, we have some children's book covers that he's done in the past. We've seen them before, but it's worth bringing up and showing you on
What
Wonderful
does he mean by
Wednesday this afternoon.
patient?
is it Alice's patient?
Alice's
or,
Patient.
like she is,
Or
or her
pa-
patient? Like
Am
a
I
sick
patient?
child?
Oh, that is an interesting. Alice is patient.
Oh, Alice is patient.
P-A-T-I-E-N-T, not patience, but patient.
But Alice is.
Alice is.
Okay, so how patient I am. I know.
It's probably gonna be like
Okay.
Matt and I just saying a lot of dumb stuff, and you just like, why do I have to work with them every day?
And you think that it just happens on the show, but I live this day every day 9 to 6, 9 to 5.
Right.
You just come in my office and talk for a really long time.
What was your first impression of me when I first came into your office?
At first, I think I thought you were cool because you had a streaming show,
Right.
but then that quickly went away.
When did that go away?
About 22 minutes in.
Really? Of the doing the show,
I
or
don't
just
remember.
meeting
I don't remember. Now I'm just making up facts to hurt your feelings.
me? It's okay, Alice. Alice is patient.
No.
I think words can hurt and words can harm,
And I'm sorry if I've hurt your feelings. It's a hard balance.
that didn't seem as sincere as, but that's okay.
I don't say things.
You're still gonna ask me to
sincerely.
help you do street art.
That's true. I need.
You need someone, a
some-
patsy,
yes.
as they say. Oh, see,
Oh.
so there's the first children's
A
book.
very sly Matty Puss.
This was done by TK Shogun in our chat room at adultswim.com/video/streams. If you're watching right now, go ahead and take a dive in and chat with everybody. That's part of the experience. We're just broadcasting content. Sometimes they don't trust me to talk for a full hour, so I bring Alice on and she talks for the rest of it. That's a nice painting of,
That is nice. A
of
nice
that.
Matty Puss.
and then that's a nice transition to that painting over there. And if you get a shot of that, the cup of water, that looks like one of my favorite drinks, pink lemonade. Take a drink out of it, Alice. No, don't do it. I'm just teasing. Yesterday, Alice, you've been on the show quite a bit. You're
I
kind
know,
of starting to
I
make a. Is it starting to interfere with your schedule?
Not yet. Ooh, that one's a nice one.
Swap into
with
the
you
clouds.
And what's his name?
What's his name?
Harris? Davis? Davis.
Dave.
Dave. No, it's
Yeah,
Davis.
Davis, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we might change it to Harris.
Because he has a lot of hair.
Yeah, see?
I think that's why.
Season
I
8
I saw the
Harris.
hair. Davis had a great Christmas special.
He
I will
did.
say.
That was a hard. We all put a lot of hard work into that.
You definitely did.
Right.
Epic.
Zach was.
I was sweating at the end of it. I had confetti all over me. Enough about that, though.
I'm worried these brushes are too good.
Really?
I'm definitely not struggling over here.
They're not.
Is
are,
it because they take so much paint?
No,
Or
just
what?
joking.
Oh.
Oh, you're being sarcastic.
yeah,
They're really
they're,
bad.
They're bad.
They're
That's
bad.
okay.
Sorry,
I got
I
'em
was
for
doing it in a positive way.
I got them for $7. Thank you, Anna,
Yeah.
for keeping the positivity going on the swap shop. It's all when they came to us, Alice, and they said we want you to do a streaming show. We said, fine.
Did
we'll
they
talk.
come to you?
They did, and they said we
Okay.
want you to talk about whatever you. We want you to swap stuff, and I said fine. I'll talk about anything as long as we can be positive and friendly, because I don't want to cause arguments or intimidation or make people feel upset to call in. And that's why I'm wondering, why the heck is no one calling in? Are they just enjoying the conversation, or maybe I haven't invited them to? Give us a call, 413-961-4263.
Or email us at wonderful.wednesday@yahoo@gmail.com.
You can do that. That would be fine. I'm sure that.
Yeah, we'll respond right away.
Right. The fun thing about doing Wonderful Wednesdays on the internet is you get to interact with everybody on a Wednesday afternoon. And it opens up the door to a lot of new people. And I think we
Yeah.
should maybe, if people are a little intimidated to call in, we should give them a little bait.
I think you guys are too desperate. They're not going to come.
That's true.
Just say, don't call.
Don't call. Please don't call us. Leave us
Works
alone.
for
I
me.
just want to talk with Alice for another half hour and drive her nuts. She tells me, get out of my office, Zach. And I'm like, all right, fine. Because sometimes I have about an hour to spare. And I'm like, I'm going to go to Alice's office. She has a couch. It's like an apartment. I hang out in there and give her, there we go.
We
Don't
gotta
call.
call.
No, I'm just teasing. Hi, welcome to the William Street Swap Shop. Come on in. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Who do we have
How are
here?
you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, this is mid-20s. I live in Alabama.
Nice.
Oh,
Not
nice.
too far away in the dirty South.
Are you in your mid-20s? We've talked before.
Yep, I'm 25. I'll
Ooh.
turn
Oh,
26.
Oh, that's right, because we were talking about he
mid-twenties,
was changing his
yeah.
name to mid to late 20s if he gets.
When he turns
So
26.
people have already watched
When
the show.
is your
Zach, you already
birthday?
said that joke.
When is your birthday? Mid-20s?
April the 18th.
It's coming up. You'll be 26
Wow.
soon.
What's your sign?
Yep,
You zodiac?
getting older.
Do you know what your sign is? I don't know what. April.
I think I'm Aries. if I'm
Oh.
not mistaken.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
Is that a good one?
I-
Oh,
I think so.
no. I think they're. I mean, they're all good. It's not like an evil sign.
Yeah.
Real quick,
was-
TK Shogun, he said he wanted you to know that he's being kind and not and generous. He says Alice is Patient, a book about working hard and being confident, overcoming adversity to be a success as a person.
Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to reading that. I have worked very hard to get where I am today.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
She won the election.
I won the election.
Mid-20s. Do you have any questions for Alice or Anna? They're both very talented to be joining me on the William Street Swap Shop. I've already said enough. I'm going to let them answer questions.
I was wondering what Anna thought of being an intern. Like, she was having fun.
I'm having a great time. I haven't gotten paid yet. They keep promising they're going to pay me, but we'll see.
That's not our fault. That's just we're owned by corporate Turner, so everything takes like a month to get your first paycheck. But
That's, well,
yes.
I told her.
And we used to not pay our interns, so step
But
forward.
It's great.
Yeah.
You guys mentioned that statue in the Beltway. I actually sleep there sometimes.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, I admire that. It's good to go out and absorb your surroundings and be in a neighborhood, and that's how you really understand street art. Alice, that night we go and hang up that wheat paste, I might actually just say, I'm kind of tired. I'm going to take a break here and fall asleep. Underneath the bridge.
Yeah, it's a good sleeping bridge.
That's how Anthony Kiedis wrote Under the Bridge.
Yeah.
He got tired one night and fell asleep, and he was like, well, this isn't a bad place to sleep.
Is that how Bridge to Terabithia was written?
That's the
I
movie,
know.
yeah.
Nice.
Mid-20s, we have
It's
a
also a
poll
book.
we're conducting, and maybe we could get this up on a graphic. But we have a pre-date. As you know, I'm not sure if you've watched the show, but Alice is going on a date with one of our favorite friends of the show, Trent. A virtual date next week. I believe it will be on Tuesday, Valentine's Day. And we have some questions. And we're going to take a poll.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and write it down digitally, and then you go ahead and answer. So the first question I have is, what food should they eat for their date?
Are you guys going to cook it there in the studio?
I think they're going to buy it, right? From
I'm
one of
gonna
the
cook it
finest
myself, Alice.
restaurants in Atlanta.
I hope you like lentils and rice, because that's about my best thing I know how to make. No, we'll buy it. We'll be purchasing it.
Well, my favorite food is Chinese takeout. You know.
Ooh, okay. How do you feel about that, Alice?
I'd be down for some Chinese.
Okay, so we're going to ding Chinese takeout. Ding.
I think it'd be kind of funny to do like a Lady and the Tramp inspired date, and then maybe at one point
Ooh.
you can tape the pasta string to the
yeah.
iPad.
You could use like a wonton noodle
Oh yeah,
from
that's
the
true. We
soup
could do a noodle.
and just tape it
Well,
to
it's
the
really
iPad.
related to the guy who just goes out the back of his restaurant and plays accordion for 2 dogs.
Oh, yeah.
I like that guy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we're talking
He's like
about
a
bringing
nice
in a
guy.
That
harpist.
seems like kind of like Zach might be.
I would be
that
the one to
guy.
play the music.
Yeah.
I just pull up with my iPad
Or we
and
could
be
get
like, let's play a song.
Vonderosa to DJ
Vonderosa with
the
Chaos
date.
uses Chaos Pad to make the song. We might have to do that, yeah.
That'll be good.
Okay, and then the second question is, Alice, I think you wanted to ask this. It's been on everyone's mind.
About the makeup?
Yeah, or
Okay.
whatever has been on everyone's mind.
Okay. And then we've suggested that maybe Zach does my makeup. What are your
Would it be
thoughts?
on the show or before?
I think before the show, but you
Okay.
would maybe record it just
As a
so we
as a
could see
gag.
your talents
Okay.
with eyeshadow.
All right. What do you think about that?
Does Zach have experience with makeup? Like, is he good at putting
Zach-
makeup on?
Do you have experience with makeup?
No, actually, I don't. I know that I can think of probably 2 people, well, 1 person for sure right now who's in this studio who would do a 10 times better job than I could. But if you're looking for a comedic thing, like a Zach Galifianakis thing, sure, I'll do it. I'll like fall over and knock all the blush everywhere and the powder. I've worn makeup before, so.
Did you feel more confident?
I did. I liked it. I dressed up
Was
as
it-
Lord for Halloween one year. Alice is already kind of like, yeah, I've heard this story, Zach. Don't have to tell it again.
What were you at the Halloween parade this year?
Lord
that
again.
was Lord too?
Yeah, but I didn't wear
Okay.
makeup.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I was like Lord on vacation.
It was really funny.
Thank you.
Do we have that image?
There's a better image somewhere way back on my
can't find it.
social media profiles from like 2014 of me
I think
as
I'm
Lord.
going to give him a break. I think he's as good as he's
It
going to
looks
get
great.
today. Thank
Give him a
you.
break. Give him a
Maybe,
beak.
can I
I would-
jump in and
I would
maybe
say-
do
Are
some
we allowed to draw on
background?
other people's art?
Oh,
I encourage
we're
it.
doing different
Well, we
ones?
can.
Okay.
We're,
It's
we can do a
poster
background.
board.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah. Here we
Yeah.
go. So this is the first piece of
I'm
art.
just
It's
gonna
gonna be an
press
art
Rooster.
auction.
Drop this
You can
down.
set it on the table if you want.
Yeah.
We'll just every now and then as B-roll we can take a peek at it.
So the people can see
Yeah,
it.
it's a vanilla day, says Clarice in the chat. I couldn't be
Uh-oh.
happier to have a vanilla day. A lot of people say that's plain. Zach is a plain guy, but I'm all about it. I like to be plain. I like vanilla ice cream. Zach is down to earth, no mascara kind of guy, but maybe it's time for him to try something new.
Have like a tinted moisturizer.
Ooh, yeah. I've been putting on avocado, squeezing them out and rubbing them on my face like a lotion, an avocado lotion. And I've noticed it's made me myself feel better.
Okay, well, you guys talk while I paint.
Okay, mid-20s. So then last but not least, if we have this date set up, do you have anything conversation topics you would like to contribute, and we'll put those down? What should Alice and Trent talk about? What would you talk about on a first date?
I'd probably try to think of a good story from high school, maybe something a little embarrassing or funny that happened.
That's a good
Kind of light mood.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any
school.
embarrassing stories you'd want to tell now, or do you prefer not to?
Nothing's really coming to mind. I have to think about it.
Okay. Alice or Anna, do you have any embarrassing stories?
From high school?
Yeah.
Not really. One time I was a school news anchor, and on Halloween we all wore our costumes while I was anchoring the news, and I had seen this costume on TV somewhere where I dressed up in bubblegum pink, and then I put a shoe on a headband, so I was a piece of gum stuck to the bottom of a shoe. And it was silly. But so I started the show, and apparently just the way I said what I was really just I didn't make it funny. I was just awkward when I said it.
Oh, no.
So then I was kind of embarrassed because the whole school saw me, and then I had the shoe on my head the rest of the day.
One time I was in high school, and I used to wear a chain. Feel free to Photoshop this for anybody. I used to wear a chain and a Linkin Park T-shirt. I loved Linkin Park. I still do. They're a great band. And I was wearing a chain from my wallet to my belt loop up here. Well, and it was just barely a little chain. It wasn't a big chain. Like there are other people. We had groups. I don't really see them anymore, but I know people talk about them. But goth, we call them goth kids. I don't really see many goth kids anymore, but I sometimes would hang out with the goth kids. But I was also still like not 100% on that goth side. And one time a teacher told me in front of everybody in the cafeteria, you have to take that chain off. It goes against school dress code. I was so embarrassed.
That was your most embarrassing high school?
And I'm more embarrassed now to think about it, like, oh, Zach's wearing that chain. It drew the attention to the chain. But at the time I was more embarrassed, like, oh, I'm getting in trouble for my chain. And I took the chain off and put it in my pocket. I still wore it when I went out at the Recplex on Friday nights. Recplex is a community center where I got my first kiss. I was 14 years old. Where you ice skate there and you could swim. It was really a great place. Thank you for your call in the 20s. We're going to open up the lines for others to call in and tell us embarrassing high school stories or what they want Alice to talk about on the date. Unless you have anything else you'd like to contribute, or we could just do our 20 minutes of silence.
I like the Rooster, and yeah,
Okay.
I'll let you guys go.
Thank you so much. Have a great afternoon.
All right, you too.
Thank you. Bye. Look at this beautiful rooster.
It's my beautiful boy.
So this is inspired by Desmond's fan art from a few weeks back. It's the year of the rooster, the Chinese New Year, the year of the rooster. We're up early to rise, sleep all day, and make up lies. My dad used to have a mug that said that. It said, wake up early to rise, fish all day, and make up lies. But I was thinking sleep all day, because roosters sleep in the daytime. They wake up early at 5 a.m. to...
Roosters sleep in the daytime?
Yeah.
I decided to go with the ugly guy.
Oh, okay. Why does he have curly hair?
Because that's ugly.
You think people have curly hair is ugly?
No, I don't know. I'm going to make him uglier.
It looked originally like the Georgia Peach emoji.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Maybe
the
I
peach
could make
emoji
it a butt emoji.
on the keyboard app.
Here.
Are we willing... Anna, are you married to this painting?
I hope to be someday, but I can let him go.
When it's legal?
If I let him go and he comes back to me.
Okay. Well, if you want to swap for it, maybe swap for
if
other art.
If anyone wants that would be amazing.
Is there anything you'd like to swap for right now? Anything that you need at home? Maybe to swap for tell Turner payroll people to get that check. Maybe we could ask them to do that. Or if there's any other art or anything, if you're watching and you'd like to make a swap.
I'm ready for any surprise me.
Okay. Email williams.swap, not wonderful.wednesdays.swap at
Yahoo@gmail.
Email. Our email is not on this graphic, but email William. Now I forgot our own email. williams.swap@gmail.com. And ask for Anna's art. Put in the subject line Anna's art, and then say I'm going to swap this, and then it better be good because this is a nice piece of artwork. Anna's done art around the city.
I'm here for AA.
I'm here for AA.
Art.
That's it.
What's
AA
Alice's
batteries
art?
and AA. Triple A. Alice's, and then what's like another word for
awesome.
That starts with we could do awesome. I was gonna say but then I feel like it degrades whoever else's art. So Anna's amazing art, Alice's awesome art, or Alice's aspiring. Alice the aspiring artist.
We're all triple A's.
Right, Alice. What are you drawing on the? He has a big nose.
That's kind of like the peach butt, but it's a combination.
Oh, okay.
Art piece of
Fair
many
enough.
things.
So this almost looks like the Slender Man or a character like that.
Possibly.
Have you had nightmares about this?
Not yet.
Oh.
But maybe I will after I paint it. That's a good horror movie idea, is someone paints something and creates their own demon.
Oh, really?
I'm coming up with it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's a good idea.
So
All
wait,
right.
tell us the premise. So it's like a painter
yeah,
at a
it's-
studio at a
it's
school. Your art
painting-
teacher.
Yeah, and then she paints something terrifying.
What if she sees like, who was that girl on the morning news this morning wearing all pink? And then she paints it and then turns into a monster to haunt her.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I feel like you're turning mean now. All of a sudden.
No, I'm being positive. I'm trying to. Alice, you can still be jokey sometimes. Be a
Okay.
jokester and tell jokes.
Well, I'm very
Positive.
sensitive about my bubblegum past.
Alice, do you want to greet the person who just got into the
Hello,
shop?
welcome to the swap shop. Who is this?
Hey, what's up, Alice? Hey, Zach. And hey, new girl that I forget your name.
This is
All
Anna.
good.
She works with us at Adult Swim. Who's calling it?
Oh, this is Voice Foment.
Oh, cool. Are you first time? I haven't talked to you before, I don't think.
Oh, we've talked a couple times.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, Alice,
But,
I don't
I might
disrespect
give you a
because I
different
forgot
name
Ariana
every day.
Grande. Yeah, that's okay. See, there you go. I just forget. I talk to a lot of people. I've had a lot of
A lot of
relationships, not just with
with famous.
romantic, but
Who else? List out the
significant.
other famous women you've dated.
just Ariana Grande and Demi Lovato.
That's all.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
I follow Emma Roberts on Instagram. I really like Emma Roberts from Scream Queens, but I don't think she'd ever. She's got a boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, she's cool people.
Yeah, she's dating
Hey,
a guy.
I have a couple questions.
Okay, sure.
All right, so, like, number one, I wanted to know, like, if you guys ever, like, get, like, groups together, you know, where, like, everybody just, like, goes and, like, does, like, art together. You know, like, kind of like you're doing right now, but more, like, in the public eye, like out and about, like, let's go to a park and paint something. Like, you guys ever part of that?
I mean, Alice and I will be doing that, I guess, this week when we're putting up wheat paste. But she's making that art. Anna, you've done art like that before, right?
Well, usually it's illegal to just go out in the streets and start painting.
Really?
Usually.
Just on a
What?
campus?
oh, I thought you meant like on
Like just
buildings
hanging out
and
at the
stuff. I was
park.
like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, that's probably why I haven't gone at.
Just hang out at a park. Like bring your. If you haven't done it, we should do it, and we invite everyone. When the weather gets nice, we'll have a swap shop day at the park, Piedmont Park. It's a beautiful park in Atlanta. Can I ask you both that you would come and attend?
I'll try.
Okay.
Maybe.
And where do you live at, caller?
Well, actually, Cleveland, Ohio,
Okay.
but
You could take
No.
a bus down.
Atlanta's just
Yeah. Have you ever done that?
15-minute drive. Yeah, all the time.
See, it's a great
Actually,
way
my
to.
favorite thing is to go to the cemetery.
Oh yeah.
What
We
do
have
you, What do you paint at the cemetery?
Is it your inner demons?
Well, we have a really nice cemetery over here, so like, there's like a bunch of beautiful architecture, like Garfield's Memorial is really nice, and
Oh wow. Like the cat?
I hate Mondays.
And he's got a big bowl of spaghetti. Isn't that what he eats? Oh, lasagna, yeah. Fredo eats spaghetti. We talked about Fredo in Swap Shop yesterday. He's a frog.
oh, the 12-minute hole, yeah.
We got
You
a
know,
fan.
before the 12-minute hole, I
Yeah.
used to like the smell of water,
Yeah.
but now I like bubbles in my milk.
Water. Do you think water has a smell?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a joke actually we're about to drop sign to our trailer, and there's a joke. Well, I don't want to ruin it because then I'll give away the trailer for people, but it's really funny about water. Yeah, we're in the 12-minute hole. Here it is, the 12 hole. Welcome to the 12 hole.
Hey,
This
how
is
am I coming through today? I'm on a different phone.
What's that?
How am I coming through?
You sound pretty good. What signal are you using? Sprint?
AT&T, buddy.
AT&T's the best. That's
I
their.
do T-Mobile. The
Last
No
time
wonder
I
why
lied to you
Alice's
guys,
phone
that's
calls
when
are
I
always
was Google.
dropping. I'm just kidding. T-Mobile's a great phone company. We would love to advertise with you if you'd ever like to advertise on our streams. This is Alice. What do you think of Alice's painting?
I think it's beautiful.
And then real quick, we got 12 minutes left of the show. We're in the 12 hole. I think we should do the 12 hole today. We already decided the topic, but you can change the topic because you can interact. And Alice, you can change the topic because you're the host. And Anna, you can change the topic if you're not comfortable. But I think we should talk about embarrassing high school stories. Alice already said she dressed up like a pink wizard and got yelled in trouble. She didn't know what she was and messed up. People were embarrassed about it on the news in front of everybody. I used to wear a
piece
chain.
of bubble gum stuck to the bottom of a shoe.
I used to wear a chain and got embarrassed about wearing that chain at school. What about you? Do you have any embarrassing stories?
I think the most embarrassing time I ever had in high school well, in school in general, I was like, one day I was like a little bit late for class, like maybe like 10 minutes. So I was like kind of rushing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was pretty stoned, so I was like, you know, not sure about the time and stuff. But like, I got into class, and my teacher like stopped me at the door, and he was like, "Whoa, hold on a second there, buddy. Like, let me check my roster. I don't recognize you." And he like read through the names of everybody in the class, and like got to me, and he was like, "I don't think you're in my class. I've never seen you before." And I was like, "No," you know, to him like, Mr. Shu, I'm supposed to be here. I just, you know, I was getting high, man. And
You told him
like,
you're smoking a bowl? That's what people say, Alice, when they do drugs.
You know?
Good to know. Or eating a caramel.
Oh yeah, that's right. Alice admitted, hey everybody, Alice admitted she ate an edible weed.
And I bought one.
She purchased drugs. Alice has purchased.
Deal.
This is who you want leading the William Street swap shop. Someone purchased illegal drugs.
Well,
actually, you're probably more people in the chat. We have a demographic. They'll think you're more cooler now. Now I look like the grandpa. They're like, Zach, you gotta get off the show.
Yeah, you gotta do some drugs.
No, but my teacher made everybody stand up and give me a round of applause. I was so embarrassed that I just left and I never came back.
You dropped out of school after that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm all for having a good time and being positive, but sometimes you got to get that GED. Have you gone back to get it, or are you? I mean, I guess you're doing fine now if you have AT&T phone service, because that's expensive.
I did that whole like GED thing, and I got like the highest ever recorded score before I was supposed to graduate high school. So like,
cool.
Yeah.
It's usually the smartest kids that do smoke weed because they're just bored.
Alice, are you saying that's why you were the smartest and you did drugs?
No, I was the stupidest because I was not bored by school. I was challenged.
Hey. So maybe this will remind you, Zach. I called in and I told you I'd trade you my soul for a job.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. But I don't want to take your soul.
So like, that's cool. You know, what else is a job for?
Well, you could do a. I like. We have a section on the show called Getting Fan Arted. Maybe you could do some fan art. I love seeing art, and it doesn't necessarily. I don't want to always see myself. I guess I'm not that. Maybe I am that vain, but I think it would be fun to see like fan art of just anything in general. Maybe do fan art of Davis or some of the characters we've had on. We have Fredo the frog yesterday, an Australian frog who was trying to sell his house.
Dude, that was hilarious.
Oh, thank you. That was all Matt. That wasn't me. Matt is a much more funnier person.
No, I know, but
we know.
So funny. Oh, you did a little too with it was a frog and a koala. You did a little bit
koala.
of one.
Yeah, thank you. So I would still get cast in the movie if they made a Pixar film about it. They would just put me. I'd be like starring Matt Hutchinson. It'd be big title, and then Zach White underneath
Oops.
it. Well, thanks for your call.
Credit.
Thanks for your call, man, and sharing that story. We hope everything's working out for you now. And if you really want a job, email us at williams.swap@gmail.com. We'll send you the Turner Jobs link. Keep an eye on that, and then keep doing fan art or just keep calling in. We like talking with you.
Hey, so I was just wondering though, before I go, real quick.
Yeah.
So I was on the interns sign in. I accidentally back page to like this like interview thing.
Okay.
But it was like really late at night. Can I just like go ahead and use that?
Anna, do you have any advice on that? Anna has just entered the company. She's starting to work here. What would you say, Anna?
Just like
Hard
keep
work.
applying. I've applied several times.
Just keep applying. Determination. Yeah.
Get to know Vaughn.
Get to know Vaughn. Get to know Anna. Get to know me. Hey, you've already gotten to know me because once someone tells you they've done drugs, they've gotten to know you.
Did you tell us that you?
You told us.
Yeah,
you did drugs.
I was gonna say.
I haven't said anything. I said people want to smoke a bowl, and I'm like, what? My bowls? I already made this joke. It's in the dishwasher, in the cabinets. Let's put our feet in the pantry, in the cabinet.
I regret what I did to the background. I was just.
I think it looked fine. Now it looks like you look. It looks like you kind of. He's wearing red cranberry earrings.
Yeah, maybe it's a she. I don't know.
It's up to you. It's up to the person who's looking at the art.
I like her perm.
Well, thanks for your call. Good luck with your job hunt, and we'll do our best. I'll give you a personal reference if you need one.
Awesome. Well, hey, man, I never said the word drugs, bro, but peace and love, y'all.
Thank you. Have a great afternoon. One time I was
Don't
at
slam
a
the door,
music
gosh.
festival, and this woman gave me a bracelet. It was Plur. Have you heard about that? PLUR.
Blur?
Peace, love, unity, respect.
No.
I still remember this. It was like 5 a.m. and she took I still have it at home. It says Kitty Girl on it, and it's a little like beads. And she put her hand with mine, and she said, "Peace." Put your hand up, peace. Peace. If you're watching at home, follow along with the loved one or a family member. Ask them, "Hey, mom, dad, or whoever's at your house, husband, brother, father, sister, wife, daughter.
Okay, peace.
Peace, love, unity, respect." And then she took her thing off and transferred it to my arm. And I thought, I've never been the same since then. That's when I thought about being positive.
You keep it on your arm?
I
You
have
just
it. I'll
throw
wear
it down
tomorrow.
right then?
I should have wore it today. Yeah, I kept it on my arm. I kept it all. I kept it throughout the rest of the music festival and brought it home. It's still at my house. I've moved like 3 times since then. Still, every time I'm like, oh, don't lose that, and I put it. It's changed me. Just like the paintings have changed me. I wanted to paint, but we only got 4 minutes left. What does that mean?
What do you mean with this? That we only have 4 minutes left?
Yeah, that means the show's over with, right?
Yeah. You could do a 4-minute painting.
Okay, and then you'll talk.
Yeah, and then I'll talk.
What am I doing? An ugly guy or a rooster?
Or you said you were gonna do a self-portrait.
Oh, a self-portrait. That's right.
Yes. Yeah.
Alice, these are my paintbrushes, and we haven't cleaned them off all of them.
it's a mess.
All right.
But yeah, use the paint that's honestly on all the brushes already. And then paint yourself. with
Okay.
A headset.
I like this color. This is good. Well, it takes some a little more white though. My skin's a little.
Oh.
Oh shoot. If this was the beginning of like the painting show, I'd be messing up, falling all over the place.
Aw, man.
Here, I'm gonna see what the chat says.
Okay, Alice, we don't have a whole lot of time, so you're lead host
No.
now. You take over.
Did they 12 hole? Yes, we 12 told.
Well, we were doing 12 hole
Okay, can
embarrassing
I
high
just
school
read
stories.
out loud what people say
Yeah,
on the
sure, go
speed
ahead.
painting? Ladies Man Wednesday, paint abstract badge. 4, the 4 hole. Did they 12th hole? Abstract. VAG. Heads up, seriously
That
asking
kind of looks like my
though.
beard, right?
On time.
Kind of patchy.
Is that your face?
Yeah. I do a better job painting, but I only got a little bit of time.
Paint a heart.
And look, I wear black, so my beard can just blend into my shirt.
Keep going.
Alice is high. That is not true. I told you.
She told me,
I
she
know,
was
I
like, let's
don't.
smoke a bowl before the show.
I don't.
That's what she said. I was like, Alice, my
Well,
bowl's in the dishwasher.
I haven't told many times that people think that I just seem high, but I think it's just because I'm such a relaxed personality.
That's
So maybe
Alice,
that's
you are
why.
relaxed. And I know I joke around a lot, but look, there's a bowl. See it?
Like,
And then there's smoke coming off it. 'cause
Are
it's
you
hot from the
left-handed?
dishwasher. Yeah, you
did
knew
I?
that.
Maybe.
Look,
Um,
so let's smoke a
Looks
bowl.
like a
That's it.
It looks just like you. Actually, that's pretty good, Zach.
Thank you. Now people will know. I'm not going to swap this with you, Desmond, because I can do better. But this is something I could do in a few minutes.
Well, you
I'm going to
should
go sit back down.
paint a normal one for for tomorrow. A real.
Well, maybe next
painting.
Wednesday.
Or next Wednesday.
Do you have a date?
Just-
Would you have anything you'd like to say you're looking forward to the date to Trent?
I'm looking forward to the free food and alcohol.
I don't know if there'll be any alcohol.
I feel like if I keep saying that, then maybe it'll be there.
Okay.
But no, I'm looking forward to spending some quality time with Trent and getting to know who he is.
Okay.
Because
Anna?
I don't know him.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for coming on. Did
Thank
you have a
you.
good time?
I had a great time.
Yeah.
Thank
Would
you.
you like to come back sometime and
Of
paint?
course.
Both great paintings done by AA and AA.
And ZA.
Mediocre MZ, mediocre Zach. These are the fantastic paintings we did. We always draw and paint and share positive stories, and I would love to have you both back on because it's been a really fun time, a pleasurable time.
It's been a vanilla day, but we like those vanilla days. Sometimes we throw a little chocolate sauce
A little
on.
swirl at
A
the end of the
little
day.
swirl.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll keep it on this one, and we'll just all put our hands in here and shake hands. The signature handshake. Thank you so much. Which one is it? That one? It's that one. That one. It's a deal.